Yeah, this was a good drawing. Oh, didn't see you there. Hi there. My name is Griffin. Yeah, good to meet you. Welcome to my studio. Are you here for the 1:30 appointment? Okay, just for clarification purposes, can I have your name? Okay. Perfect. Yep. Let me just double check. Perfect. That's you, alright. Okay. Okay, so from what you messaged us, you said that you want a self-portrait in color. Is that correct? Okay. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and get you all set up. So let's see what I'm working with first. Actually, before we begin, can I show you some of my previous work? Okay. I would love to show you. Alright, let's see here. Okay. So this is actually one of my most recent works that I've done. This is a vulture. Looks great, doesn't it? Yeah. I really wanted to emphasize on the flight. You know, you can see like the action lines in a way. Yeah, I really wanted to emphasize on that. Let's see here. Oh, here's a great landscape example. Let me see if I can pull that out. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. I was kind of going for like a forest kind of vibe in a way, next to a river and of course some mountains in the background. Yeah, I wanted to go for that specific style. And ooh, here's a good color example. This one I drew a couple years back. Simba and Nala. I really love this one. This is a great one. Yeah, I drew it a few years back during when we were all in lockdown and I had nothing else to do, and that's kind of what I've been doing now. So yeah. And of course, if you don't really want cartoon style, I do have a more realistic drawing. Let me see if I can pull that one out for you. Here's a more realistic approach. As you can see, more realism. Yeah, beautiful mane, I must say. Yeah, some great looks right here. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a great piece. But yeah, those are some examples of some of my work. Okay, so now that we've seen some of my work, would you like to proceed now? Okay, perfect. Before we begin though, I need you to sign this waiver for me, just to make sure that you, basically, you know, that you agree to everything basically. So yeah, initial right there. Perfect. Alright, initial there. Awesome. And then initial right there. Okay, so then, yep, perfect. And now I need signature. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome. Oh, that's a great signature you have there. Alright. So, let me go ahead and just get myself situated. Before we begin though, do you need anything like beverage or anything? Okay, perfect. Alright. So, we're gonna start with, actually before I begin drawing essentially, let's go ahead and see what we're working with today. So what were we thinking? Were we thinking sitting or standing? Standing. Okay, perfect. Alright. Yeah, and then specifically for a pose, what were we thinking? Hands on hips. Okay, perfect. I love that. Okay, so clothes-wise, I gotta say your outfit looks amazing. Yeah, looks great. Okay, so yeah, so go ahead, get yourself ready to go, and I'll go ahead and get started with general shapes and specific features. Okay, alright. Okay, so now, yep, go ahead and get in your pose. Great, okay. So, eyes to me, keep them on me, and just try and stay still. Okay, alright, here we go. Okay, so we're starting with the head first. Okay. pretty fast drawer. I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time, so I've definitely gotten quicker, so. Okay, so now the shoulders. Alright, and then of course the arms, we'll go ahead and get those on there as well. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and draw that. Okay. Alright, okay, perfect. Now we're moving down to the hands. Of course, we'll go ahead and finish out the rest of your body. We'll start with upper portions. Awesome, perfect. Okay, then the legs. And of course the hips. Perfect, okay. Let's go ahead and finish up the legs. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Looking good. Looking great. And of course, last but not least, the feet. Okay. Yep, looks great. So now I got the overall general shapes. I'm going to go ahead and do some specific little details, so like little, imperfections, and of course I'll mess with face, and of course I usually like to do hair last just because hair is kind of difficult. So yeah, so let's start with some specific clothes features, specifically the sleeves. Yep, that looks great. Alright, yep. And of course some waves. Now I did notice that your outfit does have some like little specks every now and then, so I'm going to go ahead and do those right now. Some stipple, 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 stipple. Great. Yep. Great. Awesome. Looks great. Okay. Alright, so I'll come back to that a little bit later. Let me go ahead and do your shoes. Let me just see if there's any specific little details on your boots. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Alright, let me go ahead and move on to your hair. I must say your hair is really, love the waves and the curls. It's really brings that out. I like that. Why do I draw hair last? Well, it is kind of difficult, so, because it has to be like the most natural looking part of the drawing, in my opinion. It can be hard. Okay, draw that out. Oh, nice. Yep, perfect, perfect. That looks good. Add some general waves and curls to it. Awesome. Yep. Okay, looking good. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to move on a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and finish up your outfit a little bit. Okay. Alright, it's looking good so far. Yeah. Go ahead and relax your face. I'll come back to your face a little bit later. So now I'm just adding in little minute details and whatnot. Yep, looking good. Alright. Let me come back to your face, so go ahead and, yeah. Yes, awesome. Okay. Okay. Okay, looking good. looking great. Okay, yeah, I think I got the overall gist of specific shapes and textures and whatnot, and of course specific features of the body. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to color. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some color for you. I usually like to do the skin first just because, yeah, I like to do a nice bright, kind of warmish yellow in a way. It's more white. I like to do a light layer of that, and then of course I will usually add some like darker orange and maybe some peach and whatnot. Okay, looking good. Looking great. Yep. Looking good. Alright. So now, just finish that up. Go ahead, go around your face. Around the face. Yeah, looking great. Looks great. Here's a peach. Just to bring out some natural, tone and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Looking good, looking great. Okay. Go ahead and get the top. See if I missed anything else. Okay, start working on clothes. All right. Yeah, yours is a very specific outfit. It looks great, by the way. And of course, yeah, I forgot to add the jewelry, so let me go ahead and bring back my other pencil. I completely forgot about that necklace. Thanks for mentioning it. Awesome. Okay. Got that. And now I'll go ahead and finish up your dress. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of your outfit. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and color in your boots. Okay, awesome. Yep, perfect. Okay, looking great, looking great. Awesome, okay. Go ahead and finish up the hair, and then we'll pretty much be done. Then, of course, I'll do some outlining work, just to, pop things out a little bit, so. Alright. Okay. Awesome. Okay, looking great, looking great. Awesome. Yeah, I like that, I like that. Awesome, okay, and awesome, okay. Alright, let me just go ahead and fix that up a little bit. Okay, perfect, alright. Let me go ahead and do some outline work. Black. Just draw some outline here. Yep, looking great. Yeah, you can relax a little bit. Yeah, usually by the time I have the outline, you can kind of relax. Yeah. Okay. 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 Go around the legs. missing anything. Okay, you ready to see your drawing? Okay, here we go. What do you think? Does it look good? Great, awesome. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks just like you. Of course, yeah, of course. I mean, I usually typically don't draw a whole lot of humans, but yeah, this was kind of challenging for me. Yeah, I think it looks great. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get payment. Are we doing cash or card today? Card. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, I'll take your card. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and put that in. Okay. So your total today is going to be $89. Okay, perfect. Alright. Okay, go ahead and sign this for me just to make sure that the payment does go through and whatnot. Perfect. Thank you so much. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hand it to you. Here you are. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this little session. As always, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Be sure to mention me to your friends, and of course, yeah, I'm always available if you need me to draw something. Absolutely. Okay, well, have a great day, okay? Yeah, you have a good one. Alright, bye. Why didn't I go to art school?